Hey everyone, and welcome to the course. This is Economics of Sports at Rider University for the spring 2023 semester. I'm the instructor of this course. My name is Joe Shin. The goal of this video is to give just a little bit of background on the course, run you through everything, the syllabus, everything in Canvas, and so forth. Hopefully you are aware that this course is being administered entirely online, and there is no set meeting time. And so I'll explain all that in a minute. So first, just a little bit about me. Again, as I mentioned, my name is Joe Shin. I have been teaching at Rider here for a few years now, part-time. I also teach at a couple other areas, a couple other schools in the area. Temple, Rutgers, I taught at Drexel, Widener at times. And I've been doing that for about 12 years. Some of the courses that I've taught include economics of sports, health economics, labor economics, micro and macroeconomics, just to name a few. That's my part-time job. Full-time, I work for the federal government, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, as an economist, and that's a job that I've been doing since 2010. In that job, I look at different housing markets, economies, population growth, and so forth. So that's enough about me. With that, let's go ahead and jump into the course. So what we have up here is we have the syllabus for the course. As I mentioned, it's Economics of Sports. Here's the course information. Office hours are going to be by appointment only via Zoom conferencing. Now, the best way to get in contact with me is via email, jshin@rider.edu. That's to get in touch with me as far as any questions you might have, or to set up an appointment for a meeting. Here's the course description. Textbook. There's one required text for this. It's the Economics of Sports, 6th edition by Michael Lees, Peter Van Ullman, and Victor Matheson. Course requirements here. The structure. So, as I mentioned, this course is being administered entirely online. Everything you're going to find from quizzes, discussions, exams, lectures, so forth, is all going to be found on the Canvas site, which I will show in a second. Now, for the most part, weeks are going to run from Monday through Sunday, and the materials for that week will only become available 1 week in advance. And so by that, I mean when the semester starts, the materials for weeks 1 and 2 will be available. Week 3 will become available at the start of week 2. Week 4 will become available at the start of week 3, and so on and so forth. If you need any technical assistance, here is the information. Course objectives are listed here. So here is the outline and schedule for the course. So for each week, as I mentioned, it begins on a Monday. You're going to have readings, lectures to view, and then assignments. And so, for example, week 1, you have chapter 1, which is Economics and Sports. The assignments are discussion 1 and quiz 1. And this is a breakdown of every week. So the grading for this course. There are 5 components of your grade. A research paper, weekly discussions, weekly quizzes, and then 2 exams. So the research paper. So for this, each student will prepare a 5 to 10 page research paper. And when I say 5 to 10 pages, I mean this excludes figures, tables, bibliography, stuff like that. So it has to be 5 to 10 pages of, I guess, words is probably the best way to put it. Now this is going to be on some sports economics related topic. There's a lot of leeway in choosing the topic, just as long as that directly relates to one of the topics that was discussed in the course. The second part is the weekly discussions. So during most weeks, you will be participating in discussions on Canvas. For these discussions, you will be given a topic, and then you are required to make 2 comments. So as the week goes, sometime between Monday and Wednesday, you are to come on, see what the post is or what the topic is, and post a direct response to that topic. Then, sometime between Thursday and Sunday, you are to come back, read the responses by others in the class, and then directly respond to one of their topics. So you can agree, disagree, expand on what they said, but the most important thing is that you are respectful. Each post should be about 1 paragraph long and be some original thought. And here's the grading for it. Weekly quizzes. There's a quiz given every week, and it's going to cover what was covered during that week material. There are no makeup quizzes for a missed quiz, and all missed quizzes will get a 0. However, the lowest 2 will be dropped. The lowest 2 scores will be dropped at the end of the semester. It is measured in Canvas, and there is a time limit of 30 minutes. So if you are having any technical issues, it's important that you let me know right away. As I mentioned, there's 2 exams, a midterm, which is 25%, a final exam, which is 25%. Here is the exam policy. These exams, as well as the quizzes, are open book and open notes. However, you cannot work with other students on them. All right, so here we have viewing grades in Canvas, the grade letter assignment, and then we have expectations. So with just a couple things to point out here. One is to make sure you log in regularly, see if there's any announcements, keep up with the assignments. The other is to manage your time. All right, this is a full semester course, and while there are no set meeting times, you do have assignments that are due on different days. And with that, keeping track of your due dates. All right. A couple other things to read through on your own here about communicating. Someone would point out here, communicating with the professor, me. If you have questions, make sure you ask them, because with an online course, people can sometimes forget to do things, or just generally fall behind and not be able to catch up. So just communication is the key with that. Right. So that's the syllabus. Let's take a quick look over here at Canvas. So my view is going to be a little bit different from yours. This is the professor view. You will have the student view. On the home page, it's the same as the modules page over here. And you have the course syllabus and information. The syllabus is what we're just looking at. The intro video is what you're watching now, so I'm assuming you found it. Office hours by appointment only, but here is the link to the Zoom classroom, or the Zoom room rather. And then we have each week. So with each week, we have the learning goals, the required readings, and then you're going to have the lectures to view and any assignments. And so with the lectures, you can either view them in here, or if you click on the title, it'll take you to YouTube to actually watch them there. If we go back, in addition to find the lectures, the quizzes, discussions in here, you can also find them in there. But so, for example, with the first discussion, it's pretty simple. You just, your name, major, why you're taking this class, and something you want to share by yourself. And so you're going to see that for each week. The announcement. So as I make announcements, which I will at least once a week, you're going to be able to find them here. They should also be emailed to you, so make sure that whatever email you have attached to this, you are checking that. The syllabus is a little bit different. The syllabus is more of a calendar, and it has on different dates when certain things are due. Now, I will say this. So with the discussions, I mentioned that there are 2 posts. One is due on Wednesday, one is due on Sunday. I couldn't put 2 down for this, and so it just has the date on here is the date of the second one. But just keep in mind that you do have to do 2. If you go into assignments, you'll see all the assignments, at least the ones that are visible to you. At least with the quizzes, they're not all. You won't be able to see them all until different points in the semester. And the quiz will just have the quizzes in there. And then your grades, as things get graded, you'll be able to see them in here. And that's about it. As I mentioned, one of the most important things with this course is that if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Email me, set up a time to meet with me, so forth. And yeah, so if you have any questions, please let me know. And if not, let's have a great semester.